This is a new what if again. I'm sorry, but I know I'm going to continue that, but I wanna do this very much. I like it. I like this character very much. I literally like this character, man. He's the strongest, really. His name is you can see in the picture, Satoru Gojo. Gojo, the strongest Jujutsu user. If you don't know Jujutsu, it's a one type of it's a new anime. Anime. It's called Jujutsu Kyosen. You see, this character fucking is the strongest one. You see, his ability literally called Void. Yep, he can manipulate Void right now, right there. And for some fucking reason, he has inhuman durability. What can you say? His durability, unlimited defense. Yep, he is literally accelerator from, you know, he's like literally accelerator, but not at the same time. And bro, his attacks are literally awesome. So this awesome character is going to be Izuku right now. Yeah, boy. Now, how Izuku's life is gonna be? Yeah, Izuku's gonna be. He's gonna have a curse, not core. Yep, Izuku's gonna have a curse power. Now he is the first one who has curse. Now the curse will not go to anyone. No anybody you can steal it from him. Yep, it will always be him and his. So get it. No demon team, no demon and other stuff will come after him. So get it. Now we go to Izuku. When Izuku was born, yep, I'm going to do with that. When Izuku was born, he was always very active kid. He really, literally, after being born, he literally did not cry. Most children cry at the boy at when they are born, but Izuku, he didn't cry really. He was just watching with curiosity. Now Izuku's eyes, since the birth, Izuku's eyes were green and his hair was white. Now how is hair white? Because of Hashashi. Yep, his hair is white. Now his blue eyes, he got the blue eyes from. Nah, should I be blue or green? Nah, blue eye. Who cares? He has blue eyes. Now his blue eyes were pure ruby like blue eyes. Pure ruby like not ruby, but you know, his eyes pure as ever, the cleanest blue eyes anyone ever seen. The doctors also just said he has beautiful eyes. He has beautiful eyes. Now what? Izuku's father is going to be here, by the way, for wondering. Izuku's father is going to be overseas, so everything is going to be the same. Now, when Izuku was born, Izuku's father came running into the hospital, said, "Where is my son?" When he first glanced his son also see him. Both of their eyes met, and Hasashi literally cried there. He said, "My son is beautiful." He said with a very big tear. Now, should I make he has a sister or something? He's gonna have sister little bit later. Now, Izuku he being born now. Izuku is gonna be. I'm gonna start his UA at second year. You see, Izuku's not gonna have one for all, by the way. Yeah, Izuku is going to be UA, but we are going to perspective. We will be mostly in perspective into Izuku's sister after he's born. Now, after she is born, by the way. Now, Izuku was very much like a prodigy. Yep, he used to learn things very fast, and for a young age, he was very curious. Now, when first he developed his core, now doctor could not get what his core was, but they thought it was something with the eyes, because many of the doctors or others, when they see his eyes, they just literally go into some like trance state, and they do not wake up. After a while, when Izuku saw someone else, Izuku removed his gaze from them. Then they get in. And now, how did they first get it? By the way, Izuku is 4 if you're wondering. They thought that he had something about illusion or something. Man, they tested it. The doctor or something, they just said, the doctor that was affected by the eyes, she says, yes, it was a she, by the way. She said that something, she saw she was in a pure space and full white, and a place where space, she was floating. It was feel like she was in heaven, and pure enjoyment. They were also surprised by it. Now, what doctor suggested, Izuku, your eyes are dangerous, but at the same time they are very useful. You see, Izuku, what you do. A doctor give a band like this here. You're seeing this, but he can see through this. How? Because it was probably made for him. Now said, Izuku, you have to wear this all the time. You see, your eyes, your quirks in your eyes, but we don't know your full extent of your quirk. So, may be good if you close your eyes for some time. Now, Izuku first felt uncomfortable because of the band he was wearing, but slowly he get used to it. Now here he doesn't meet Bakugo, but he meets Bakugo's sister. She is a descendant. Now Izuku is going to be a year older than you see. Should I do it? Yep, year older than Bakugo here. Now Izumi has been born with quirk, a grateful little. Now telekinesis, a strong one at that. Now Hasashi's quirk is different here. It's not fire breathing. It's something to do with the wind. Now, but Hasashi's father had another quirk, I guess you can say. His father had something different type of quirk than this. Let's just say Hasashi's father had something quirk he called absolute defense. Yep. For some reason I'm doing this, so don't mind it, guys. Now, when Izuku was in his preschool, he was the popular student of all. He was literally the cool kid, you can say. Now, Izuku, he did wanted to be hero, but he also wanted to know about his quirk, but he couldn't get it. Now, after for some while, he always got mentally and physically always strong. He could fly, even he can even close down the noise in front of him, so he cannot hear anything. He also he can make force field, and he also started to make an attack. The attack is literally this. He always made it try to bigger, but the problem is the bigger the dangerous it is. So he always use it in a smaller burst, like he call it red, the ball of distraction, or the beam of elimination. Now he always had this force field around him. Now, like let's just say some delinquent from his school tried to bully him because he was a cool kid. Now delinquent hate cool kids, so they tried to attack him. What happened? They could not literally touch him. It was something that he couldn't get. Izuku also amazed because whatever happened, his defense was always number one. Nobody could even touch him. Now Izuku literally punched him with a little strength on his core. It just literally broke his rib cage. Yep, the delinquent's rib cage. The other delinquent just took him and ran away. He just said, "Oh wow, I never thought my power was that good." But he'll slowly become very cool and carefree personality. He doesn't really care, and he's not that arrogant, but he will not see you as an opponent until you show him your power. He always been amused by someone other. Like, if you're talking to him in a serious matter, he would always put up a, like, he will always use some puns or make some shitty jokes. He doesn't really care anything about really. He's the strongest, why would he care? And the other time Kasumi has a little fucking crush on him. Kasumi like is full aspect of him. Now Mitsuki also knows about this, but Mitsuki also feels something that Izuku's charm also affected Mitsuki, by the way, if you're wondering. Now it's not that I'm just having fun, this is for fun, by the way. And Mitsuki's husband, he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Mitsuki works. Now his charms always carry him as a now. Oh, and by the way, Izuku's sister was born after a year, lady. A year after him, and she is born with a very strong telekinesis cord. If you're wondering, if you know Fubaki from One Punch Man, Terrible Tornado's sister, yep, she has her face but little decrease her age a little bit. Now she has a very strong telekinesis cord, but she cannot defeat her brother in any way. She always go to rivalry for her brother, but her brother is always stronger. For some reason, her brother was always faster. She couldn't even use her quirk on him because he was so fast that he always got behind her, and now, by the way, if you're wondering, now Izuku does not hit girls. He doesn't hit girls. He literally play with them, but he will not hit them. Now Izuku and their bonds are literally, you can say, awesome. Their bond are literally awesome. Now if you wanna see Izuku's sister, she has white hair, by the way. I'm showing her. Now guys, just imagine her without the cat here. By the way, she is good. I really like this picture. Now we go to him. Now we see Izuku here. He is in his last year of middle school, by the way. And Izumi, she is in middle school, I guess. Now Izuku here, the teacher says whoever want to go to UA. Izuku said, that same bullshit, fuck shit, bullshit happened. Now what happened here said, I have been some paper here for your future career. Then said, who cares, you all wanna be a hero, same fucking shit. Now said, don't lump me and Izuku here with this disaster. Yep, she is still Bakugo's older version, but mature version. Said, don't lump me and Izuku with them. She said, yes. She just said, oh yes. Katsumi and Izuku, you both wanted to go to UA, right? They both said yes. Now they all said, some of the students said, Katsumi, don't be sure, but I know about Izuku, he will get in, but you don't be too much cocky. Some of them said, what did you say? She's showing some. Now her explosion is stronger than the original canon Bakugo. How? Her explosion, like, it's different from my other explosion. Like, she can also ignite some stuff like time bomb. She can use same thing as Bakugo, but like she can also set time bombs and other stuff to other people. She always could use time bomb to whatever stuff she touch. Like a person also it will seem to him, but she doesn't like to use that ability. But that ability is for emergency cases. Now her ability is very much like strong light, but she is also afraid of using it. But she is not afraid of using it on Izuku because she knows that Izuku will always be good. Yeah, because it is force field. Why not, motherfuckers? Now, by the way, if you're wondering, yes, his force field is like this always. Now They after that end. Now Izuku and Kasumi, both of them were walking down the tunnel. Yes, they walked together. Do you have any problem with it? No. They were going to hang out for a little while. They were doing the same thing as the cannon, but now they were walking, both of them. Now suddenly the sludge villain tried to come into them. Now suddenly attacked them from behind, but the force failed. He stopped literally there. They said, what's happening now? Said, now Katsumi. Izuku said, no, she just literally blow up the sludge villain. The sludge villain got sludge. The sludge got everywhere in the tunnel. Now said, whew, that was a strong one. Yep, we changed, that's why. Haha, of course. Now suddenly All Might came and said, do not fear, because oh. So you two did a good job. Good job here. They were saying Kasumi is a big fan of All Might. Yep. Now Kasumi was frozen in shock because she's seeing All Might here. Now Izuku has noticed this and said, hey kid, why are you wearing a blindfold? Said, no, this is for my quirky, see. Okay. Said, oh, can you give me an autograph? Said, of course. He gave an autograph to Izuku, and now he just take the sludge and blew away. And said, now Izuku just said, hey Kasumi, snap out of it. Kasumi didn't snap out of what he did. He wanted to play with her a little bit. He kissed her cheek. Yep. He kissed her cheek literally, and then she just get into the gaze, and she become pure red and said, oh, what did you do that for, Baka? Said, no reason, and here is your gift. He gave her the autograph of All Might. Said, thank you. And they said, oh, come on, let's hang out for a while. Now if you're wondering how female Bakugo look like, but it's Bakugo's sister, by the way. Now guys, this is how female Bakugo look like, but Bakugo's sister, by the way, Katsumi Bakugo. Now Katsumi Bakugo, she literally is awesome. Now she is like her mother, literally her mother personality, not her brother. But I really hate that. But Izuku is going to stay on that, so don't worry. Now they were hanging out a little while. They were in their hangouts. They went into arcade and have some fun a little. Arcade, then went into some shopping mall, and yes, Katsumi has a little cosplay thing. I wanna do this, so roll with it. She has this side, only Izuku has seen this side, so she is not ashamed of when Izuku sees her like this. She said, I'm gonna try some cosplay. Tell me how is it? Okay. Now Izuku was always weirded out by this attitude, but still he loved it. Now by the way, Izuku is gonna be her. Yeah. Now Izuku just waiting, and some of the girls were looking at him with the lust, and some of the boys were looking at him with envious eyes because how he looks and that body. Now Izuku, he doesn't really care about what anyone says about him. He is doing his own job, and he is just seeing the hero news a little bit because he likes to do, and watching some Facebook also a little bit. Then suddenly Katsumi came with a dress. She came with a dress and said, how is it? Izuku didn't say anything because he liked that photo very much. Izuku said, 100. He had a little nosebleed over there, said 100. Said, okay, she just blushed and got inside, said she's gonna try another one. If I try, I'm going to find. Now, she came at another dress and said, Izuku just said, and this time his bleed was too much, and said, I gave you this and the 1,000. He just said with a little fucking blush, and he said, let me take this photo. He just literally took the photo and said, best photo ever. She also blushed a little and said, idiot. After saying that, she said, I guess I'm gonna buy it, she said into her mind. Now We go into a little bit of now. We going to go to Izuku a little bit. After they hang out a little bit, and when they were partying, by the way, wondering, Izuku and Bakugo are their neighbors. Yep, they live in the same. They don't live in the same neighborhood, so yeah. Now her house came first and said bye bye Izuku. She said. Then before Izuku she said, Izuku, will you come here for a second? Said yes. She kissed Izuku's cheek and said thank you for the day. She just ran off inside and Izuku said, I guess I did have some little fun today, he said with a smile, and he just teleported into his own house. Yes, he can teleport, by the way, for wondering. It's not teleportation, it's speed. He said, I had fun. He had a smile on his face, and he didn't see that he has a lipstick mark on his cheek. Now, if you're wondering, yes, red. He has a red lipstick mark on his cheek. He didn't see it. Now, when he walked inside, his sister literally came there and said, hello, Nishan. Hello, little sis. How was your day? He said, good. And she just literally stopped in a mid-sentence, seeing what her brother's cheek. They had a little lip mark on his cheek. And said, good. She just said, and she just literally in embarrassment and little jealous. Now she has a little crush on her own brother, but she won't say it. Yes, it's a little incest fun. I like to have fun with this. Now she just literally go up on her room. Now Izuku's mom came and said, hello, honey. Now she just literally cried out and said, my precious son has a girlfriend. Oh, what? No, what are you saying? Then what is it in your cheek, Spencer? What? He just take his hand on the cheek and saw the red mark. Oh, it's nothing really. Come on, son, don't hide it from your mom. He said, it's a hiding job for you, mom. Why are you so frustrating here? Please, just get me into home, please. He just saying that, okay. Izuku just said, I guess I today got safe. I have to be safe, and now 10 months passed. Izuku is too strong, so why would he train? But he still did train, but what if he's too strong, but he still trains? Now, Izuku here got a little cocky here a little bit, because he liked to have fun. Now, by the way, for wondering, Izuku was wearing this same thing. No, not his school uniform. His school uniform. Now his hero is going to be this same. No change. Now Izuku just got into school, and they were sitting. Kasumi was sitting beside him. Said, "Hey, Kasumi. Hey, Kasumi-chan." He said, and she also said, "Hey, Izuku." They both talked a little bit about and then suddenly Ida just came into their business and said, listen to Presuma what they're saying, and don't talk too much. And now Bakasumi just said, who are you to spit onto people's business? She said with a growl, then said, you're not listening to. Now Izuku said, man, what is your problem really? Did your school give a stick in your ass to stay strict? Relax a little bit. Now Ida couldn't say anything, because some of them looked and said, yeah, this kid has some problems. This kid is so serious. He has a stick on his ass. Now he said, what school is for me? He's too strict. Now some of them were watching him annoyed, and Ida just literally sit in the seat because he was feeling embarrassed there. Now our boy Izuku felt this. He said, anger, you will be destroyed in few seconds. Now Professor Mahib explained what happened. Now on their written exam, Izuku literally talked because he is fucking genius. Now, and Katsumi on the other hand, she just go, let's just say 10th. Yep, 10th. Not that good, but 10th. Awesome 10th. Now, in the practical part, Izuku was just stretching there a little bit, and he wanted to go into the front because he wanted to go to there faster. Why not? Now Ida saw this and he thought he's gonna talk to the girl. Now he was about to touch Izuku, but a force field he couldn't. He literally couldn't touch Izuku because the force field was there. And said, huh? And said, oh, sorry there. And who are you again? Izuku, remember guys, Izuku is a very carefree person, so he doesn't like to remember some people's name. If he doesn't like that people, literally, he will literally make their life hell. Now, Izuku here, he just said, oh, sorry about that, my quirk is always activated, so I cannot stop it. And I said, are you going to disturb that girl? Said, what girl? That? No, you fool, I was just going to the front, I wanted to go do something. Now I said, oh, sorry. He just said this kid has serious problems. Some of the students that who were in the hall said, this kid has serious problems. He's just looking for trouble, really. He's just looking for trouble. Now, Ida got ashamed again, said, I got ashamed again. Now, Izuku was in the front gate. Now, the gates open. My parent said, go. He said, huh? Izuku just literally speed passes everyone. Ida was just watching him, said, what? I thought his score was just force field. What? Now, Izuku just hitting robots here and there, destroying robots left and right. He got literally, his point was literally, let's just say 60 point right now. His point grow 60 to 70, then 80. Then he goes to, he said, it might be awesome. Who is gonna score so much other than me? I just nearly destroyed 3 points already. Now he just got into the roof. Yes, his like I say, his flight. He can fly, by the way. He just go there and sitting on the roof and said, sitting on one of the building's roof and said, let's see watch for now. Now what is Izuku just sitting there? He said, I really feel sleepy. He's just watching other students on the other side of the match, and you see the teachers were watching the match. The viewers room, they were just speechless. What Izuku nearly destroyed all the 3-pointers, so there is no threat literally. Now on the other hand, Alma just watching Izuku said he might be a good vessel for one for all. His physical strength seemed awesome. As he also said, this kid is really awesome, huh? What? This kid has corrected all the answer and he is first in the written exam. He is smarter than me. What? You see, I had made some little mistake, but he also fixed that mistake, and he also fucking given me some question that me. What? Yes, look at this. Now, by the way, for wondering, yes, Izuku was nearly smart as fuck as smart. He gave Nezu some question, like literally this questions were so complex that even those who have those who have intelligence code, they could not figure out soon. But Nezu just said this kid is too smart, very smart. He just said, Now he was just sitting. Do you know why he's wearing blindfolds? said yes. What his report said that his quirk affected his eyes a little bit, so he has to wear those something or the problem that if other people see his eyes that they go into a serious shock state for some reason. And some of the people who even go to a heaven state like they were in heaven, some of them say. Interesting quirk. What is his quirk clearly? It's registered as an eye quirk, but he doesn't use his eyes that much. And the strength, I guess his own strength that we see, but that's not his, that's curse. His fucking strength is the curse. Now, Izuku just sitting there, now suddenly he heard a sound. Now that girl was, now but what I'm doing, I'm going to change or not? Should I change it a little bit? Fuck's sake, who cares? I'm gonna change it. Now, this girl was Kendo. Yep, Kendo. Nah, I'm not gonna change a little bit. A little bit might be. Uraka was stuck there. Now Kendo is trying to help Uraka, but she wasn't so fast. Izuku saw this and said, I guess my time has come. Izuku literally not teleported, you can say speed. A flash step there. And Kendo and others just saw, what? They just say, don't worry, nothing is gonna happen to you, so don't worry. He just said, let's see what you do, big ass of junk. He said, then said, ball of elimination. He just literally created this small ball, and Kendo said, what is gonna happen with that? And said, just what? Izuku said, as he literally did. The explosion literally, you can say, I'm gonna show you the explosion. Guys, just remove the monster as the robot, so don't worry. Now the explosion literally occurs, and everyone just seeing this explosion, and nearly half of the city got destroyed. And said, used too much power again. Now, by the way, if you're wondering what was that move name, the move name was Curse Technique Reversal Red. Yes, it's pretty not good name, but not that much good name, but I did something. Ball of Elimination, or I guess I'm gonna change the name again. Curse Technique Reversal Red. Yep, that's it. He just used this power, literally. Now, behind the 0-point robot, there was some 3 points, some 2 points, and 2-pointer and 1-pointer robot. They got literally destroyed there. And many of the students were watching this at and said, how strong is he? After that, they saw dust clear, and they saw Izuku just put there was dust everywhere, and the two girls and Izuku, they were in a force field that Izuku just said, it was too easy. And then he just said, it was a good exercise, I guess. Not done. The fucker was not even that strong, but still good. Now, after that part, let's just see, Izuku just went into his we see Katsumi just waiting for Izuku there. He says, so how did it go? I guess I did number 1, I guess. I know you will always get number 1, don't worry. She just said, and she got a little bit bolder and said, would you like to go on a date now? Said, of course, why not, Katsumi-san? He said with a smile. Then again, Izuku just, they were hanging out again. After the hangout station a little bit, All Might literally wanted Izuku to be in the bearer of one for all. Yes, the vessel of one for all. She just said, All Might just saying, really, this kid is really awesome. He said, this kid is literally awesome. I couldn't. That move was so strong. It literally destroyed half of the city. And some of the other teacher and Midnight Azam, and she was just licking her lips. Said, "This kid is really handsome and awesome. I guess I'm gonna give him myself that now." Let's just say time skip to a week. Now the letter arrived. Now Izuku's mom said, Izuku's sister said, "Oni-san, letter has arrived." Said, "Oh, thank you, little sis." Izuku just patted her head a little bit and said, "Thank you." Now he opened it in his room and suddenly what he saw, he just face palmed there. Said, "Huh?" He's seeing the pair of, you can say it is, yep, pair of tits, and just he was just seeing someone ass there. Then in a second image he was seeing an ass. Then very seductive pose Midnight was just said, "Hello, Mr. Izuku Midoriya." She's saying with a very seductive voice and seductive poses and said, "Oh shit." Izuku just saying, "What am I seeing? This is pure holiness." Now Izuku just saying this for fun. Now Izuku is a little pervert, but he won't show it at all right there. Now what Izuku did, Izuku saying, "Well, you are the you really are the first. You are the first among the first years. Your total score was 500 points. You have surpassed the UA record. You have surpassed all my records. Now, after that, welcome to Hero Academia in your class 1A and bye bye." She just literally gave her a flying kiss and said, "Bye, remembered me." Now, there was something else over there. He saw a naked Midnight photo there, and there was a lipstick mark on the photo, and said, "Oh, what just happened?" Now he said, "This was the best letter I received my entire life." He just said, "I wish this letter does not get blown off." Now, to his surprise, this letter does not literally got blown off. He said, "I am lucky." He just takes the fucking letter and literally store it for life, so he doesn't want anyone to get this. Now now we time skip to the first day of UA. Izuku was we literally say Izuku was not that excited because he know he could get there in a second. Now Katsumi was waiting for enough. Izuku, what he did, Izuku was sleeping little over the time because he was weak that night because he was too excited. Yeah. Now Izuku's sister tried to wake him up, but Izuku has force field around him, so nobody could wake him up. Now Katsumi saying this and said, "Get up, Izuku." Katsumi is just saying and getting into his room and said, "You won't get up, huh?" Izuku just lowered his force field because he knows Katsumi is not gonna do anything to him. Now he just lowered his force field a little bit and said, "You're not gonna wake up, huh? Okay, I have a harder way." She just literally got into the bed. Yeah, if you're wondering what's gonna happen, yep, that shit is gonna happen. She just literally got into the bed and said, "You're not gonna wake up, huh?" Now Izuku just not doing anything. He's just watching her a little bit and got a little scared. Said, "What is she gonna do?" And said, "Okay then." She just literally was about to touch his member, but then suddenly said, "I am up." I know it always works. You. Now said they wake up and said, "Come on, let's get us there faster." She said, "Of course, why not, my lady? This lady is happy." She said, Izuku just hold her hand and said, "Ready?" "Yep, ready as ever." She just literally cringed onto his hand and said, "Too cringy, but okay." They just literally arrived at the 1A door. Said, "Wow, you memorized the map." "I did." Now Suddenly they opened the door and for some plot reason, let's just say Ida was cussing at some normal student. Now Kendo is gonna be in class 1A, by the way. She's gonna be replacing Invisible Girl here. I hate her. I literally hate that invisible freak. Now, suddenly Kendo said, "Thank you for sitting back there." I said, no problem, really. I miss Kendo. Kendo said, "Oh, me, Izuku Midoriya." And then said, and this is my friend Katsumi Bakugo. Nice to meet you, she said with a bow. And she had a little jealous face because Katsumi was clinging onto Izuku's arm. Now said, Izuku said, Katsumi, how long are you gonna clinch on there? I don't wanna leave it. Leave it already. I don't wanna. Izuku just says, sighing. She just said, okay, I'm leaving it now. After that, now I was literally before Uraraka. I really hate Uraraka here. Uraraka is kind of a beach here. Should I make Uraraka a beach here? Nah. She should be fine. She is not a bitch. Forget it. Now Uraraka was about to talk today. Izuku here, but Aizawa interrupted and said, if you are here to make friends, then I suggest you to leave. Now Izuku just saw him and said, Eraserhead. Izuku said little louder, said, kid, how do you know me? This is about heroes and underground heroes, so yeah. And by the way, if you're wondering, Izuku did some vigilante work and he has stumbled upon Eraserhead most of the time, so he knows him. We are gonna go to the flashback a little bit later here. After that, they got into the field and said, we are gonna do some quirk assessment test, and said, tested the first day, they were just screaming, and then said, what about the orientation? Uraraka said, if you are here to become hero, we don't do this shit here. You have only 3 years to become professional, so training from the first day is a good day, so get on with it. They're doing some quirk assessment tests and said, Izuku Midoriya comfort, yes? What was your softball throw? What was your score on softball throw? If I remember correctly, 70 meters. Okay. Now throw this ball. Wanna me use full force or half that? Go give it your all. Okay. Izuku just smart here. He chucked the ball into his arm, then he just literally threw the fucking shockwave they all feel. It goes literally up to 3000 meters. The 3000 meters, they were so strong. He said, wow, 3000 meters, awesome. Izuku said 3000, huh? In mind he said I was holding back a lot more, really. Now, you see what happened when Izuku threw the ball, it literally hit onto one of the airplanes. Yep, a short villain airplane. Now the airplane got destroyed there. The airplane was carrying bombs, so he just literally destroyed the airplane there. Now we go to the set. Wow, 3000, that's insane. It's gonna be fun, huh? Same thing as I was said to them at that. Now side to side push up, Izuku is a fucking boss. And now he just literally crushed the machine. Everything he just won. Katsumi is second, Momo third, Todoroki fourth. Now so Kirishima, now when they were going to changing room, and Kirishima said, hey man, why are you wearing blindfold? It's a reason for my quirk, so don't worry. And isn't your quirk super strength or something? No, I know. My quirk is not super strength, it's something similar to that, but it's more than a super strength, literally. More than a super strength, yes. My quirk allows me to move even stronger item. I can even fly, teleport, and make energy blast, and even create force field around me. Whoa, your quirk is awesome. What is the name of your quirk? I call it Jujutsu. Jujutsu? Yes. Oh, awesome name. Now, they were talking a little bit, and after that, they came outside. They were in the school now. Izuku still wearing his blindfold. And it's time of this. Let's just see the time of the lunch time. Now, Izuku doesn't mind anything literally. He likes everything now. If I don't even, I think I should stop here. I don't like doing it.